This is Zami from filmfestivalcircuit.com and the Oregon Short Film Festival. Right now, we're gearing up for our spring event, which is going to take place on March 17th at the beautiful historic Clinton Street Theater in Portland, Oregon. And today, we're talking with some of our participating filmmakers. Victoria and Marisa are the team behind Supply Chain. Thank you both for meeting with me today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks. Good to be here.
Absolutely. So, could you guys tell me what your roles in the films were, starting with you, Marisa?
Sure. I'm the director, co-writer, and co-producer of Supply Chain.
Awesome. And Victoria?
I'm the co-writer, co-producer, and assistant director.
Okay, excellent. It's a great movie. It's so cool, and I loved being immersed in this just dark world of multi-level marketing and toxins and physical decay. And then by the end, I realized this is kind of just real life. But I wanted to ask you guys, what inspired this film, and what inspired the world behind this film?
I guess I'll go first. So we started thinking about writing this in 2020. And we were thinking about how, like, in order to shoot a film during, like, it was the first year of the COVID pandemic, everyone was wearing masks. So, like, the cast and crew would have to be wearing masks. And also, like, if there were any people to appear behind them on the street, they probably would have masks on. So we were trying to think of, like, if there was a way to incorporate this into the story without it be explicitly, like, a COVID film, and that was kind of the start of it.
Okay, I love that. It's a great aesthetic choice, and it has this. There's this creeping feeling that something is going on that everyone knows about that maybe our main character doesn't right away. What about Victoria? For you, Victoria, what inspired your role in this film?
Well, we were just collaborating on trying to figure out what it would be about at first, and then the mask thing was the first thing, and then I think we just we started thinking about, like, contamination, like water contamination. I think that was the first kind of idea that we held on to for it.
Okay, totally. Well, it's awesome, and it really builds in a nice, steady way to this cavalcade. The end is kind of chaotic and awesome. I want to ask you a little bit about the characters. We have some great characters in here. I love our main, who we can associate with, but the multi-level marketing kind of director guy. He's got such an interesting bent. We have a great movie mom, which is one of my favorite, characters in the film. But tell me, what kind of was behind those? Did you guys base these off of real people you know, or were you writing for the actors? What was that process like?
Do you want to go first on this one, Vicky?
I'm just trying to remember, like, building the characters, because we did talk about it. We would have, like, I feel like we would just have conversations about who they were until we kind of understood it. I don't know if they were directly based on anyone, but I feel like we took inspiration probably from both of our moms for the mom, and then, like, the super, I think we were talking about, like, playing with, like, expectations a little bit, but that was, I think, maybe more in casting. I can't really remember with, like, Charlie what we were, like, how we came to define who she was.
I think that a lot of it came from the actors as well. Like,
yeah, true.
Yeah, I think that they all brought, like, something really, really unique to it.
Totally.
I agree. I feel like she kind of did evolve once Liza was casted.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the kind of the magic of film. It's collaborative, and the actors can add that final piece to the puzzle. And I did really like the chemistry between some of the character interactions. Did you guys have to rehearse a lot, or was that something that kind of came together on set?
We did have one rehearsal before, which was kind of to test, like, Liza and Joe, the mom and daughter's chemistry.
Okay, totally.
But we could kind of tell from their auditions that we kind of felt that they would work together well. And I think that, like, they do really sell that relationship.
Yeah, I thought that was a great dynamic in the film. I'm curious, though, this was shot during COVID. That's obviously a tough time to be making a group production. But what was the shooting process like? Was it more or less trouble free, or did you face a lot of hitches in the road? What was that like?
Well, we actually shot it much later. Like we ended up shooting it during like I think it was in 2021, I think.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's been like a long process overall, but yeah, I mean there definitely were hitches. Like it took a while to just get to the place where like we had all of our crew, all of our cast, and we had days that worked for everyone. We had like, we had to shoot the apartment or Charlie's house apartment location in like 4 different places.
Oh,
So
really?
we were like moving around a lot. But I don't think there was anything major that really went wrong. Like we were able to more or less stick to our schedule. We like we got in trouble for being on the roof. Like we weren't allowed to be there, kind of.
Oh, nice.
So we did get
Yeah.
yelled at, but
For the
yeah,
sake of art.
yeah. No, nothing went like terribly wrong, I think, which was
There was a day where the sound person and the makeup artist didn't come, so that was the day that was like where it was just felt like I was doing it, the sound and the makeup, but it
Oh,
still
yeah.
worked out. It still worked out. We went to the makeup artist's house actually like early before the shoot, I think. Or maybe that
You were
was a
able to
different day. I don't
get
know.
supplies potentially.
And then I think the locations was a hitch because we we had like written the script in a way where we needed the stairs had to be a certain way, and you had to be able to see the street from the window, and it's weirdly hard to like get all of those in the
Totally.
apartment we were living in. So it was in how many apartments was it in? 4?
It was 4, yeah.
4.
Well, including the roof and like the exterior.
Yeah.
Wow.
So location and like transporting actors, I feel like was the big thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
totally.
mean, yeah. Maybe the day when we had like a big kind of group scene where they're at the meeting. I would say that was kind of like a messy.
Yeah, we had extras
day.
and
We
like
were just pretty late, to get there. Yeah.
we were late and there was extras waiting for us and we felt really bad, and like
Oh no.
just that people were like volunteering their time and we were kind of like frazzled.
Totally. Well, that happens, and I mean, it's interesting to hear that you guys had to wear tons of different hats during the production, becoming an impromptu makeup artist and sound recorder. But I mean, that's both the beauty of independent film and kind of the pitfall. But it's cool to hear stories of you guys, buffeting that and getting a great film done, nonetheless. I'm curious on that note, what did you guys learn from this process? Did you take away any good insights for filmmaking?
Yeah, I mean, I think I learned a lot. I think that something important about like the shooting process was just like making sure that everyone knows what's going on all the time, which seems really obvious, but if it's like a small production, you're kind of the one who's like creating the environment and the atmosphere, and like in order for everyone to do their jobs as well as possible and for them to be able to also just like enjoy it, they need to know what's going on. And I feel like just being able to communicate in an effective way to like all the cast and the crew and the extras and everyone was really important.
Totally. What about you, Victoria?
I don't know. I learned that like I guess you can make I did make a scripted film with my friend and it can work out and be really rewarding. I guess I learned that I like production more than I thought because I had been on other sets before and not liked the dynamic of
Oh,
the
totally.
energy. So I just like it felt a lot better than those. Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
think that's a great takeaway, and I think it leads into what Marissa said, which is guiding the ship part of the director's role is not just what's on screen, but by having the vibe of the set be good. And I think that's also valuable advice to filmmakers who are starting out, who have bad production experiences that are stressful and chaotic, and know that that's not necessarily the way it has to be. So it's nice to hear that this was an opportunity for you to enjoy production. Well, so what are you guys working on next? Do you have any more collaborative projects or any more solo projects?
I'm working on a series of short films about how to time travel.
Oh, sweet.
Trying to figure out how to time travel, so I'm gonna be working on that.
Excellent.
And yeah, I'm just I have some like ongoing scripts I'm working on.
Cool. And this the shorts is going to be a series, like a multi-episode thing?
Yeah, it'll be kind of like an experimental series, I think. Yeah.
Excellent. That sounds very interesting. And you're what part of the process are you right now?
Well, I finished one of them, and it's just
Okay.
I'm just kind of like writing and collecting material and editing as I go.
Excellent. That's exciting. Well, you have some momentum there, which is cool. What about you, Victoria?
I mostly do documentaries, so I'm working on a documentary about a salsa band called Las Mariquitas that are trans-led and queer, and they're trying to like revolutionize the genre, but also continue on in the legacy of the tradition of salsa as like a liberation music.
That sounds great. Have you started filming that already?
Yeah, I've been filming for about a year.
Nice.
The band, like their first year as a band.
And is this going to be a feature or a short, do you think?
We're thinking a long short right now.
Okay.
So
Very cool.
yeah, just like 20 minutes maybe.
Excellent. Well, is there anything else you guys would like to add about supply chain?
I'm just really happy and proud that we made it. Yeah. Thanks, Vicky.
Yeah, thanks, Marisa. It was really fun, and like we really enjoyed like collaborating on every part about it, and there's so many like little ideas from that came from like lots of laughter that are in there.
Nice. Well, I love that. It's a great film. I think it came from a good place with your guys' team, and I think people are really going to like it on March 17th at the Oregon Short Film Festival. They're going to get pulled into the world. They're going to get enmeshed, and then they're going to realize it's kind of a mirror on society, and then they're going to feel things. So, great job on that, and I'm looking forward to seeing more from you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.